Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday. How are you? I'm going to give you a moment to get your coffee and get situated. My latte has the best foam today, which means I probably will get all over my face, but it's so delicious and so good. So my joy moment of today is this cup of coffee, this beautiful oat milk foam, and I'm happy. It's the little things, friends. We got to focus on those little things sometimes. And we just, get situated here. Did anybody else have crazy weather in the middle of the night last night? My curtain's a bit. Get some sun in here. Just a little bit, though, so it doesn't get too hot. But where are y'all today? Anyway, as you join the coffee this morning, I will continually get foam all over my face. Please say hello in the comments. If you're brand new to Coffee Club and you've never said hi before, maybe you're brand new and you're someone who's watched lots, because I'm finding out there's quite a few of you who hang out lots, but don't really ever say hello. So maybe today's the first day you get to say hi. Good morning, what the fuck morning, Cheryl. Oh, I want to show you. I got to go get it. Pardon me. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? I'm so glad you're here. We're a light crew today. And that's all right. She's not with us at the moment at this morning, but I do want to say a big thank you to April, who sent over a gift to donate to the cause. Look at this, guys. I have my own "Don't Be a Dick" sign. Is this not so #DBAD? I'm so excited. So April, thank you for thinking of me and delivering that beautiful gift. Now, friends, if you like signs like that, here's the name of it. It's from a company here in High River called Stamp and Stencil. So if you would like to make yourself your own sign, here's the business card I'm looking for. All things handmade. Wait, we'll go this way. This is who it is, Stamp and Stencil. So Melissa created it from April, and it's lovely. Oh my gosh, Kelly, you're getting a petty at 3:30. Love it. Love it. Well, as I was saying before, I made a coffee today, and I'm quite joyful about it because it has beautiful foam. So if I get talking and drinking and I've got it all over my face, it's up to you. It's up to you to be kind and let me know. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. Today is What the Fuck Wednesday. So if you're sensitive to swear words, today's not your day to hang out. We do it once a week where we vent, where we get things off our chest, where we express all the feelings and emotions, where we get a little yelly, maybe we get a little crazy, maybe we say shit we wouldn't normally say because we just have to have an outlet for one day a week. So there is no judgment here. There is nothing. If someone's what the fuck opinion differs from yours, you just what the fuck your version and don't even worry about. That's what we do on Wednesdays. It's part of our expression. So if you got something today that's burning a hole in your bonnet, I don't even think that's a real saying. If you got something that's pissing you off or just bothering you or made you roll your eyes or gave you a what the fuck moment, please share it in the comments so that we can all share in your joy. Helen, good morning. Mike, hello. So yeah, I got something that's bugging me a little bit today that, I always bring something that I can get a little bit wild about. I, I feel like it's a touchy subject. So again, there's never the intent in a What the Fuck Wednesday rant to offend anybody. If that happens, I apologize in advance, but your reaction to what things people say is your reaction to what things people say. We can't control the words out of someone else's mouth. All we can control is how we take it back into us. So anyway, with that said, I don't know why I felt I needed to do that. You know what this is like, but I'm curious to where you're feeling about a few things. So I'm going to save my biggest rant for a moment, but next mini rant, I don't know if it's really a rant, but I'm curious to know your opinion, your feelings, your thoughts about and whether you're excited and are going to attend this year's Calgary Stampede. Now, they put out a Q&A earlier in the week. I didn't go through and read it. I just heard smatterings of it from different people talking about it, and it sounds like there could be, they're definitely going to limit the amount of people on site. There's chat about you'll have to show proof of vaccination to get in. I've heard limited timeframes that you could be on site. They canceled the chuck wagon races, which I feel like, although it seems like there's controversy around those races because there is a loud, small voice against chuck wagon racing, which I don't understand, which could be a whole other What the Fuck Wednesday topic, because the horses that go into chuck wagon racing are being rescued from going to the glue factory. Let's be honest, like, that's blunt and harsh of me, but they're old race horses who are going to be killed. So the fact that they get rescued, fed, cared for, and get to continue to do the thing they love, I'm not sure how that's animal cruelty. I really don't. And I don't know if, PETA, it realizes in the posters they make what the glue is made of that's on their poster. Don't know. Anyway, whole other thing. But I'm curious about the Stampede, because I've heard some people have been expressing that they're angry about that they're angry about what that looks like, and so they want to boycott it. Maybe that's a topic of interest this morning. I don't know. Maybe it makes you feel conflicted because of, like, is the government rollout with being open for summer coinciding with that? What does that look like? What does that feel like? I don't know. I'm curious your thoughts and what you feel about it. And if you have a what the fuck idea through it, or if it just doesn't even matter to you. Like, maybe it's just like, well, I wasn't going to go anyway, so I don't even care. Kelly says she'll be houseboating in BC. Can't wait. I know. April is in Whitestone Lake, North Ontario. April, I was just sharing my beautiful sign earlier. You weren't here yet. But thank you. I freaking love this. So cool. And enjoy Ontario. That is fun. Being at the lake would be ideal today. Okay. So my what the fuck moment that I kind of wanted to chat about today for just 2 seconds. And again, it is what it is with whatever your opinion may be of it. And that's fine. Okay. So my what the fuck was the announcement of the vaccination lottery. Okay. And I get that we would like to hit a 70% mark because that is the number that they have given for their open for summer plan. I appreciate, being someone from a marketing background, that you like to provide an incentive for people to do the things you would like them to do. Great. For people in the world, I have always held the stance, regardless of my own thoughts or opinions, which I don't really share, but I've always been of the place, you should get to choose. You should get to choose what you do with your own body and your own health. That is your personal business. It is your decision, and you do what you want with it. If I choose to get vaccinated and you don't, I still love you. You know what I mean? So everybody gets their own choice of this. So it's interesting to me, and I found it kind of weird, was just that they're going to put $3 million, because they're doing three $1 million prizes if you go and get your first shot. And I think last I had heard the numbers, we're sitting around 68.5%. And they obviously want to hit that 70% so they can open for July 1st or whenever the date is and carry on with said plans, which I feel are a little bit tied into the Stampede thing. I have no proof of that. It's not fact-based, just a hunch. Anyway, my qualm is not with incentivizing people to get a vaccine. If that's how you feel is the best route to educate people on the best choices for their personal health, fine. Where my what the fuck sort of eye roll comes from is that I heard from somebody in a fire department that the government has recently cut funding up to $500,000 for fire departments. So I think that that's pretty shitty. I think it's pretty obvious, and we know that there are shortages in our healthcare system. There are shortages in our education system. And we just happen to have this extra $3 million of taxpayer money to incentivize for a personal health choice. Where it bugs me the most is that after a year and a half of being isolated and a year and a half of being in what would be considered a traumatic state, our people need mental fucking health care. We need to have a system that is not broken to support people who need help. You think $3 million might be beneficial? I mean, it probably wouldn't even put a dent into what's required in our province alone, let alone wherever else you're watching from today. But you don't think $3 million would help that? I know for a fact there is a young mom who recently had a baby and is struggling, and finally went to her parents and said, you know what? I need some help. I realize I need some help. I'm not in a good place. I need to take the next step. You know how fucking courageous that is? Huge. Okay? This family phones to get mental health support for this new mom, and they are told they don't qualify. They are then given a list of other places that they could call that are more private based that would cost a shit ton of money that this family doesn't have. And this is a system that's working. Now, again, I don't work directly in that industry. I have no idea what the people, what it really looks like. Although I hear stories like this all the time. That is a huge reason why doing the Run for Women in support of mental health programs was so important to me to rally people behind. And Team Vijaya is going to be headed out in a few weeks to do that run to help raise money for something that we fucking need. I don't know if it's really needed in this world, that if you choose to get vaccinated, which I'm so glad you're taking a step that you feel is right for your personal health, that you should be rewarded $1 million for that. When we have multitudes of people, we have an opioid crisis in our country. We have severe drug issues in our country and our province. We have mental health shortages. We don't have enough people to help the people who need it. Our suicide rate is skyrocketing. But we're going to give $3 million to 3 lucky people who chose to get a shot for their personal choice health. Now, you could spin that, I get. that because that is how it is being presented to us, is that you're doing your part, that you are protecting other people in the community by getting your shot. I don't know if I agree with that, because I still think at the end of the day, it is your personal health choice. I don't get entered into Win $1 Million if I got 8 hours of sleep last night, or took vitamins, or decided to go for a walk or a run, or did other personal choices for my health care. Now, again, pandemic versus regular health is apples and oranges. I get that. I'm not discrediting the pandemic, and I am not. I mean, I know people personally who almost died fighting that disease, that illness, that whatever the fuck it's called. I get it. I get that it's serious. I'm not taking away the seriousness. But what I do feel is there are more people who require mental health support who don't have access to it. And we just have this extra 3 mil that we can just give for a fun lottery so that we can be open for summer. Now, I want hope. I want joy. I want us to be excited about a summer. I want us to get excited about everything that's ahead for us as we start to reconnect with each other. I fucking want that. But I'm sad for the family who is told they don't qualify for mental health care when there's somebody saying, hey, I'm not okay. I am scared for how many of those stories exist that we don't hear about. I'm scared for the people who know that they need that support and they can't afford it. And so they are choosing other options, which could be turning to drugs or alcohol, which could be turning to taking their life. That's fucking serious. Winning $1 million for getting a vaccination? I call bullshit. You know what? I would have loved, friends, wouldn't this have been so cool? It was like, okay, everybody who chooses to sign up to meet with a therapist or a counselor or a spiritual guide, or like whatever you want to call it, whatever kind of help you wanted to get, if everybody who decided to make mental health a choice and get the mental health support they require has a chance to win $1 million. How fucking cool would that be? How amazing would it be that the government took this money and made sure that we had facilities and trained people ready to roll to help the people who need it? How about a program where we help people who can't pay for school but would like to go into being therapists, counselors, or some sort of support system for people moving forward? How about that? How about that being worth $1 million? How about people who are suffering injuries? Maybe they've been in an accident. Maybe they have been going through some other health crisis that has nothing to do with the pandemic, and they're trying to access mental health supports in this country, and they're keep hitting wall after wall after wall. You guys, that's a crisis we need to be talking about. We have a mental health pandemic going on in this world, and we're choosing to ignore it, per se. We're choosing to use funding to reward people for a personal choice vaccination instead of using it for people who need help. Guys, I don't know about you, if you've had people in your life that you know need help, right? We are all touched. I don't know if I could meet a person in this world who isn't affected by somebody with an addiction, somebody with a mental illness, somebody with problems. I don't think there's none of us that have not been touched by that. And we know when somebody finally gets to the point where they get to admit, I am not okay, is a huge fucking step. And the next one, they hit a wall. Guys, that breaks my heart. It breaks my fucking hard. And then it's challenge after challenge. God, they're already facing so much challenge. We put $3 million to that. That would feel really good. That would be something I could rally behind and support. Now, I am of the space that if you require some rallying support because you want to get the vaccination, or if you're choosing not to, I will cheerlead the fuck out of you, whichever one you need. I could do a social media campaign in your honor if you wanted. We could go crazy for it. But I would love to see our taxpayer dollars going to helping more people who need help. Do I want us to be back to normal? You bet I do. Do I want us to be open for summer? Fuck yes, I do. Do I want people who want to make choices for their health to have access to those choices all the time? You bet I do. But I don't know if a persuasion for this is the best use of our money at this time, is just how I feel. It gave me a big what the fuck moment when that got announced on the weekend. And that's my thoughts on that. Would love to hear what you think, how you're feeling. I know some people have been commenting as we've gone. Kelly says, I agree. They don't reward people for losing weight or quitting smoking. It's a fucking scam. Yeah, guys, like I know, for example, and we've talked about this a bit before in that my mom has quit smoking after, gosh, she's probably been smoking on and off for 40 or 50 years. Maybe not 50, but 40 for sure. And she's in her body detoxing from this is hard. If you're someone who's quit smoking, you get that. I would love my mom to have a chance to win $1 million fucking dollars for taking and making the biggest, hugest health choice that she could make for herself. My mom getting vaccinated is the least of my worries when it comes to her battle of quitting smoking. I would love her to have a chance to win $1 million for that. And then she could buy all the massage therapy and laser and acupuncture and vitamins and all the things that could help her fight this detox to her best ability from that. Wouldn't that be freaking amazing? Helen says, there's a lot we don't hear about. Guys, there's a lot we don't hear about. And people aren't talking about it. And I understand. I know this past year and a half has been hard on everybody. It has tried us. It has pushed us. It has broke us on some points. It has rised us on another. We have been afraid. We have been confused. We've had happy, joyful, amazing. We have ridden a roller coaster of emotions, my friends. And so I get that we're not talking about it maybe in the same way that we could. Or we're not sure what the fuck to talk about next because it's so all over the place. And I want you to know I feel you on that and I hear you. And we're welcome to not even have an opinion on it. But what I wanted to bring to the forefront today is that we have to, as humans in this world, make mental health pieces a priority for our communities. So that comes down to sharing that with your government officials. Friends, in the province of Alberta, this is a municipal election year. There are people that are going to start putting their foot in the ring to run for your local governments in your community. I would love to see you ask these amazing people who are stepping into leadership roles, and it's not easy, and I'm not bagging on them, but I want you to ask them what they have for a plan or a thought or an idea how they are going to increase mental health support in your community. It's not very often Municipalities choose to rally provincial government for things. It is happening in a bit of movement now with coal policy and saving mountains and our environment, and it's beautiful. And it's awesome to see these municipalities banding together to approach higher levels of government to keep that conversation going. And I appreciate that. Those things are also very important to me. But would it not be so cool if you could see your new governments that you will vote in this fall rally together to make mental health support a priority in your community and your province? If we had healthy, happy, incredible people, all of us, whole great versions, think of the impact that will make in this world. More than $1 million for getting a shot, I can tell you that. Wouldn't it be something? That's what Dylan says. Wouldn't that be something? That's what's on my heart today, friends. I want to be conscious of our time together, and I know we've gone over our 20 minutes, but I will continue to have mental health conversations moving forward, because you know what? There are families in this world who could use some fucking support for that. And I know so many of them. And I would love there to be more conversation where that was the case. God, that would be amazing. And it's funny because we have so many mental health awareness days and Bell Let's Talk days, and all of this stuff gets tossed around. But where's the action behind it? We can't just talk about it. Anyway, I would love to see 3 mil going into mental health. Just saying. I hope you have an incredible rest of your day. Don't forget, Wednesday is the day to clear our throat chakra. So friends, whether you do it right now as we're logging off or a sign off, I want you to scream the F word as loud as you can. Just yell it. Get it out of your system. Process that piece of emotion and carry on finding those beautiful joy moments and gratitude in each and every day. I cannot wait to hang out with you again tomorrow morning, my friends, as we will have Thankful Thursday. Cheers to you. Have a beautiful rest of your What the Fuck Wednesday. Don't forget to get out there and don't be a dick, and have an amazing rest of your day. Bye, friends.